Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, and welcome to Divers Ready. My name's James and welcome to the next in our series of videos that we like to call quick tips. Short format videos that we make with one simple goal in mind, and that's to help make you a better scuba diver. So if you haven't done so already, make your next dive on our subscribe button. Today, I'm going to give you 3 options for how you can mount an alternate air source. So follow me to the rig and I'll guide you through it. I wanted to make this video as part of our quick tip series because I see divers week in, week out that don't have their Octo secured. It's just loose in the water column. And there's a number of problems with that. Number one being it's not available to your buddy instantly if they have an out of air emergency. Number two being it's creating drag, so it's making you less hydrodynamic, which means your dives are going to be shorter. Number three, it's trailing in the water column. It can get entangled, it can rip up the reef, it can be dragged through sediment, muck, all that kind of good stuff. You've got to secure your Octos. So I wanted to make this video for you guys to make sure you're not falling into that trap of not having a well secured Octo. Now, where to put the Octo on a unit like this is something that most divers agree on as well. We all agree that an Octo should be quick release. We all agree that your alternate air source needs to be located somewhere in the triangle formed between your chin and the corners of your hips. And we all need to agree that the Octo, the alternate that you're donating to your buddy, should be clearly designated as such. So on this kind of a standard traditional setup, I like to attach the Octo to the D-ring on my right chest shoulder strap. Let's have a look at 3 different ways that I can attach the Octo in that position. So first I've got this Breakaway clip which actually came with the Aqualung Octo. It breaks away, it's quick release. There's also magnetic versions of this which I don't fully trust because the magnet always weakens and then you end up dropping your Octo and it's not where you need it to be. But the trouble with these plastic ones is that they do become brittle, particularly in UV light and strong sunlight, and eventually break, and I don't want that to happen in the water. I don't want to put plastic into the ocean, obviously, and they're pretty flimsy. But if you are going to use one of those, the little collar goes around the hose, the plastic clip goes onto the D-ring, and then if your buddy needs it, they can just pull it and it will release real easily. Next up, I have a simple snorkel keeper, otherwise known as a double calamari. That's just 2 loops of rubber or silicone that featured actually in my 7 scuba hacks video. If you haven't seen that, I suggest you check it out. I'll link it up above there. You take a simple rubber snorkel keeper like this and you loop it back through itself on the D-ring, and then take the other end and feed the mouthpiece through onto it past the cable tie, and that way it's nice and tidy. It breaks away nice and easily when somebody needs it. The only issue is you need to make sure that you feed the mouthpiece through the right way so that it sits facing down so as not to risk a free flow. The simplest option of all is the loop. This requires no gadgetry whatsoever. Just take a length of the Octo hose just in front of the second stage and make a loop out of it and feed it upwards through the D-ring. The second stage hangs in a neat position. It has the added advantage of keeping the hose nice and tight under the arm, and it's available all times and it's quick release. This has 0 chance of breaking. It has no chance of putting plastic into the water. It keeps your hose nice and tidy. I've never had one come loose when doing a giant stride entry into the water or anything like that, and this is by far my preferred method. If I go recreational diving, this is usually how I choose to secure my Octo. So whichever method you choose, guys, and if you have a different method for securing your Octo, let me know in the comments below. But I just want to make sure that everyone is securing their Octo. I wouldn't want any of my viewers to be that diver that's trailing their Octo behind them, dragging it through the reef, and generally being a bad buddy. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I made this video for you because it was a user requested video. How do I mount my Octo? What's the best way? What techniques do you use, James? So I hope you found this useful, and if you did, please give the video the old thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for? The button's right down there, and we appreciate each and every one of you joining this fantastic community of divers looking to improve together. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, my name's James. This was your Divers Ready quick tip video for this week. Dive safe, dive often. Here comes the hat.